YouTube land. Welcome to part 2 of our cube sculpture. If you are just joining in, you may want to check out part 1 where I go over how to roll out a slab and cut out all of your square pieces. In this video, we're going to cut an angle on all our pieces and start the assembly process, and there will be a part 3 video on how to kind of refine and shape and make sure your cube is as perfect as you can make it, unlike the way I talk. So let's get into the making process. The first thing I like to do is just kind of lay everything out so I have an idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just say, oh, that's the base, that's going to be a side, a top, another side, another side, there's the last side, and then I have one extra in case something goes wrong. Okay, so now I kind of know I have enough parts, what everything's going to look like, so I'll move those out of the way. And I'm going to use this angle cutter and cut a 45-degree angle on all the pieces, so that just looks like taking it, lining it up with that edge, watching. You want to watch this part as you're cutting to keep it as straight as possible. I put my finger here to kind of help support it, and I've noticed for this clay it helps keep it from ripping when I get to this bottom, and I just push that right into my thumb. And we'll do that with all 4 sides. And you just want to take your time, go slow on this part, get your angles all cut right. Alright, so your piece will look like this. And then you just repeat that for all the other shapes. Warp speed! Alright, so we got all our pieces cut out there, and you can see that they all are cut with the 45-degree angle, and I've laid them out again in order because I find just helps when I go to assemble them. I kind of have an idea of what that's going to work. So the next step is putting everything together. Now that we have all our pieces cut, we're ready to start putting them all together. So I move myself onto this banding wheel because it makes it easy to turn and work without having to handle a lot of the pieces over and over. And the first thing we want to do is make some score marks where we're going to attach our first piece. And we're going to work on a second piece as well. And I like to add 2 corners together pretty much at the same time because they are going to help to support each other. And then we want to technical difficulties. Add some slip. And you can rescore. Then grab whatever ones you want to use next. So I'm going to need to score a bottom edge along with a side edge. So I just want to make sure I know where I'm going to be scoring. You can add some slip to your other piece as well. And then I want to prepare the next side as well. So I got these 2 going together, and then so I'm just going to look. I mean, you're going to score them all at the end, so I mean, you don't have to get it scored, and if you score the wrong place, you know, that's okay. They're all going to get marked up here. Okay, we can add some more slip, get it nice and slippy. Alright, now we're ready to get these put together. So I'm going to just watch my corners, try to get it all lined up. Aha, see? Boop. It's okay to make mistakes. Alright, so I just want those to be as straight as possible. So this stage is getting done at the leather hard stage where the pieces can all stand upright. I'm just going to squeeze these corners. Again, in our next video, I'm going to talk about shaping and refining all of these corners. So if you don't get it perfect the first time, right, that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect right now. This is just assembly stage. Okay, and I'll just grab a tool there and just make sure that those corners are being pushed in. You just want to watch things are sticking. So we got this so far. Okay, and you can just take a tool, blend those together, hold the corners while you're blending. If you want to kind of make sure things maybe are going to stick together, you could take your little scraps and make a little coil and just kind of push that at the joint, right where those two pieces are going together, right? And just kind of blend down and then blend up. And that can help with kind of holding things together, adding a little bit of extra strength, right? And it's just a real quick thing to do. So especially as you're learning, you know, that may be helpful to you to kind of make sure things aren't going to crack and break. Generally, if you just let everything dry really slow, you won't have to worry too much. Talking and working is hard, that things are going to crack, right? So you would do that with all of them. So let's work on getting the rest of this attached. It's just the same thing. Score, slip, attach. So you just repeat. Warp speed. we have our cube sculpture all made, and we're gonna let this sit and dry for a day or so just for everything to kind of even out. And come back for the next video. I'll show you how to get this refined and shaped a little bit more so it's more even, and even out high spots, low spots, and just really make it look really nice. So that will be in the next video. If you like the video, please hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And feel free to leave some comments below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.